So this last year for me, boys, was the best year yet, literally. We're now an 8-figure company, and the greatest part of it all is that it started with nothing. Literally nothing. I've told my story a million times already. I'm sure you've heard of it before. Came from poor parents or very low class parents that teach me work ethic. They did everything possible and did everything to set me up for success. And then the best part of it all is that you guys saw everything. Like, if you are true OG, like, you start all the way in the back, you've seen my first business and how that failed. Like, this was all online, and then you've seen the progression of all my other businesses and the growth that we're in today. Now, that's not by accident. That wasn't chance or opportunity. It was none of that. It was really putting or implementing the right habits in place. Habits that, in my opinion, changed my life. Now today, boys, I'm gonna give you 7 habits that the rich, the billionaires, the millionaires do, that when I realized that they were doing it, I was like, let me try as well. And I'm telling you right now from firsthand experience, it works. Number 1. It's scheduling. I remember reading a quote by Warren Buffett, and I might butcher it because I'm paraphrasing off the top of my head, but it was something along the lines of him saying that a fool with a plan can beat a genius without a plan. Guys, if you want somewhere to go, if you want to complete a task, it's important that you develop a plan or a schedule. For me, it's gotten to the point that I'm running and juggling so many businesses. There's so many things going on at once that honestly, I don't even know how I personally do it. So I had to literally schedule time blocks. The point is, without this schedule, I'd be nowhere. I wouldn't have direction, and I would always feel like I don't have enough time. In my opinion, that's the biggest excuse and biggest lie we all tell ourselves, which I did it myself. Number 2, limiting social media. Now, social media changed my life. I built this 8-figure empire on social media alone. Everything's online, from my personal brand to my brands where I sell products, and using social media to catapult it. However, when I say don't use social media or limit it, it's the time wasted on social media. Because just like you, it's very easy to start working on there, and then all of a sudden you see a post, and then another post, and then another post, and then you spend 2 hours on Instagram doing absolutely nothing, and that's not gonna benefit you. Which rolls us on to number 3, which is learning something new. And this is something that I saw a lot of millionaires doing, and billionaires. Like Bill Gates says that he reads, I think it was like 3 hours daily. Warren Buffett tries to read a book a day. And that's the main gist of it. If you want to be more valuable, you gotta learn more. For example, I'm only as valuable as the amount of work I can output, which means my time, it's crucial, and I need to learn to be more productive. Like I just said, need to learn. It was like a self-realization I had to come to, so what did I do? I went on Skillshare and I watched a whole class on productivity. Why? Because all this knowledge is not innate in me. I wasn't born with it. I had to go out and learn it. So I watched the Productivity Masterclass, Creating a System That Works. That's the title of it. If you're interested in it, I'm gonna have it linked down below. Well, after taking this class, the first thing that I realized, which I told you with my scheduling, is that I was wasting a lot of time. Even though I kept saying I don't have enough time, I really was just saying I'm wasting time. That was the reality of it. If you guys click the link down below, you go to Skillshare.com/TMF right now, they're gonna give you 2 months free of their premium content, meaning you have access to all their classes. In those 2 months, you can watch all the classes you want, which others are paying $10 a month for, which, again, even at $10 a month, it's a complete steal, and it's gonna be more valuable than watching Netflix every single day. Because on Skillshare, you got classes on everything from productivity to business to marketing to photography to arts to leadership. Literally any topic you can think of, there's probably a class for Skillshare. Whatever it is, you want to make 2020 a year where you explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. And with Skillshare's online classes, you can do just that. You're going to be joining a community of global people around the world that are learning more, that are pursuing their own success. And I want you to be that this decade. Boys, don't drop the ball on this. Click that link down below and take that free offer. You got nothing to lose and literally everything to gain. Number 4, it's called killing ants. In other words, you're killing negative thoughts. This is a habit all of us need to be doing on a regular. These next 7 days, I want you to try something. I want you to try to kill every single negative thought that comes into your brain. It happens to all of us, even myself. Whether it's a complaint, or how ugly you think you are, or maybe how unsuccessful you are. You have to understand something called the law of action. That means that all behavior, it's belief driven. In other words, if all you have is negative thoughts, that's what you're gonna believe about yourself, and therefore, that's how you're gonna negatively act in the real world. Number 5, you wanna surround yourself with positive people. I talked about this in a previous video. For this next decade, just start cutting off all the toxic people in your life that are bringing and holding you back. And that's because who your friends are, it's who you become. It's real. That's because we, as humans, are always imitating other people. That's just who we are. We imitate their habits, their mannerisms, etc. Well, you wanna do that, but with positive people. People that bring you up, people that are also trying to be successful, because that's what's gonna build you up. Number 6, you wanna rest. This one, not many talk about. In today's society, that everybody thinks that they're an entrepreneur, everybody thinks that you gotta be grinding 24/7 and that sleep is for the weak. I beg to differ. If I don't sleep, I don't perform. And the more you overwork yourself, the more you're gonna burn yourself out. And now you're being inefficient. And your work output, your creativity, and your innovation isn't gonna be the same as somebody that's well rested. Getting your 7 to 8 hours, it's crucial. And more so, getting a day where you can just rest, clear your mind, is something that I've personally been doing. I literally just experienced burnout this year where I felt like all my work was being futile. I worked and worked and worked endlessly, Monday through Sunday. I felt like my work was being futile. So what did I do now? For the last few months, what I did is I decided to take one day out of the week. I chose Sunday, where I'm not gonna work whatsoever. In other words, from Monday through Saturday, I'm gonna bust my ass. I'm gonna work hard, still getting my 7 hours of sleep, and then on Sunday, I rest. Literally, I just clear my mind, I focus, I recharge. That way on Monday, I can do it all over again. And honestly, it's the best feeling in the world. And finally, number 7, you've heard me say this before, waking up early. This is a habit that I implemented in myself about 2 years ago. I started waking up at 5:30, and believe it or not, now I'm waking up around 4:30, coming to work and getting work done early. It's like a badge of honor for yourself. Really, nobody else knows other than you, and that's an amazing feeling. Like, winning for yourself feels amazing. And when you feel like you beat the sun to work and are outworking everybody else every single day, it's a feeling that's gonna make you feel unstoppable, and that sort of confidence, that sort of drive is what makes you successful. So you got to have crazy discipline, and waking up early builds that in all of us. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. Those are 7 daily habits that rich people do that changed my life completely. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, boys, don't forget to check out Skillshare. They're going to be linked down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next.